Hello guys. It has been a minute if you couldn't tell. So hang on, bear with me. Let me get us pulled up. Hello, happy fall. Right? I have a couple of projects lined up tonight. I wanted to come on because we got the Club Couture. This is one of my favorite transfers to get. It's always in the season. It's always a lot of fun to play with. And I always use mine tons, like a dozen times at least. I love creating them. So let me go ahead and pull us up over here. And then I will jump right into things. I am giving away a door prize. So I do see some of you guys jumping on. So say hello. Let me know that you are here. And let me turn that down. The door prize will be something from our goodie bag. So all you have to do to enter that is go ahead and leave a comment below and I will put your name in a bucket. And then at the end of the live, I'll randomly draw and somebody will go away with a goodie bag. I love saying it like that, right? It's a lot of fun. So let me know how you guys are. Oh, I know, girl. So I don't want to talk football with you. Not tonight. We're in a good mood tonight. Shay is totally my football pal. She roots for the wrong team. But she is another football gal, which you don't see a lot of, and she is very sarcastic and funny, and we like to poke at each other. This year, though, we're not talking football. This year, we're rooting for a New York team. Let me go ahead and write your guys' names in here. So I have Shay jumping on. Hello. I have... who else? I have Miss Rose. Aloha, Miss Rose. How are you today? Got a lot of rain today, huh? I did not like that. It stopped. The balloon festival's this weekend, so I'm hoping that the rain holds off. I hope that we got the most of it tonight, because I do plan on bringing the kids up to see that. Okay, so I got my mama. Hello. How are you tonight, Mom? You guys are getting rain down there too, huh? Maybe not right now, but... I heard it's coming. Hopefully not. These are sticking to the sides, so I'm going to fold them. Oh, yeah. You know, Shay, I forgot you moved down south. Totally forgot. I'm thinking you still live up north. I am so glad because it's cold. It is cold here. Okay, so I got you guys in here. I will draw that at the end of the night because I'm going to give everyone a chance to come out and hang out. But I have some fun stuff to share. I got a new setup here. I change home decor as much as I change office decor. Not really decor, but like layout. So let me push that aside so it's not in my way. I will get it more out of the way in a minute. I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of things. I have, in 2 weeks on a Thursday, we're going to do another project right here. And then probably 2 weeks from that, we'll do another project. Okay, the first one, and I want to bring this up because I'm getting some questions about it. So the first one's going to be these super cute wooden house shapes. And I created a teacher one, but I'm going to flip it around. Eventually I'm going to sand this off and it's going to turn into a Christmas one. But for Halloween, I'm just going to flip it. So you get 3 houses in a set. They're really cute because they come with like these little... This one actually goes over here, I think. There's a pile of them, but it comes with little wooden pieces. And what you can do with these is either use them as the rooftop, or I've seen a lot of people use them as like doors, and it kind of gives it a dimensional shape. So we're going to play around with those. I did want to show them off though, because this is that beautiful transfer that comes with them. And this one's going to be so much fun to play with, and I'll be getting more into Halloween stuff here coming up. But that is the gorgeous transfer that we are going to put on these. So that's going to be the next class. Okay, and then what we're going to do, obviously, because I love doing this, is we're going to take the Halloween houses and we're going to flip them around and turn them into Christmas houses in like November, December. So I'm going to show you guys how to have lazy, beautiful home decor. That's what we're going to call it. The other thing I wanted to bring up is this really fun Gone Batty kit. Okay, and this is going to be the final Halloween project that we come on and do together. It comes with all of the fun paste colors, including the glow in the dark. There's 4 colors in there, purple and glow in the dark, 2 color trays and a squeegee. It comes with really cute felt bats that we are going to display. And of course it comes with a really fun transfer on that as well. Okay. So if you want links to any of those projects, just let me know in the comments or send me a message. But that will be every other week. So the first one will be the haunted houses, and then the next one will be the Gone Batty kit. And we'll be decorated for Halloween by Halloween, I promise. Haha, we're getting there, right guys? So tonight, of course, I wanted to play around with the club one. Oh, girl, I'm going to have to catch up with you. I am all backwards now. I thought that you moved down south. But that's okay. Illinois is a lot like New York, so that's why it's 60 there. Why did I think you went down south? I don't know. I'm catching, see, now you guys got me distracted because now I'm catching up with y'all. I love it. I do. I love this part. Okay, so we're going to mess around with the club. This is what it looks like this month. This is a really fun subscription because you get 3 paste samples and a cute exclusive B-size transfer. Again, these designs are always in season. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you real quickly 3 ways to use these. And we'll jump on a little bit of Thanksgiving decor first. But that's right around the corner too. If you don't procrastinate like me, then you might be getting ready for Thanksgiving. So this is perfect for that. Okay, so I'm going to use, get this puppy out. I'm going to use our bistro spinner, which I screwed in, but not into the hole. Whoops, there it goes. So this is one of my favorite things to use. It's really modern, it's really sleek, it's black. You can spray paint it if you want. I like the black look because it goes with everything. We're going to be doing that. We have a couple of smaller surfaces that we'll be working on. Guys, I actually have 4 projects. Woo, Club Couture 4 ways. Okay, I'm going to be using our beautiful Aiden board. However, this project's going to be super simple, so you can use any board that you have. And then, for the fun one, I am going to do this. Let me get my stuff out of the way. I'm going to make a, I was thinking, I don't know if you guys can see it. So I have this here tray. Love it. I don't usually decorate with things like that. I absolutely love this though. It doesn't feel cluttered. It's nice and clean and compact. I purchased the accessories to go with it and it looks great. What I'm going to do is now make kind of like you can make it a placemat if you want, but kind of like a table, something to go underneath it that is fall and festive. I guess you'd call that a placemat too, right? So this is our banner refill. It comes in 2 different sizes. This is the larger size. The other size is 9 by 12, so it fits this B-size transfer on it perfectly. I got the big one because I like making garden flags with them. And I'm going to use this and it'll be just fine. Okay, I'm also going to decorate. Okay, so if you do want to make it into a placemat, I have a fabric napkin that we're going to use, and I'm just going to put the tag on it and we'll decorate it out. So let's go ahead and get going with that. Now I'm not using ink for this. If you feel like you're going to wash it, go ahead and use the ink. I have confidence in the paste and I'm not going to wash it a lot. So I am just going to use paste on it. I'm placing an ink mat underneath it, even though I'm using paste, because I want it to stick. I don't want the transfer to move around. Since we are using fabric, it tends to slide and move a lot. So let's go ahead and get going. Yeah, it's too hot down south, right? My mom just moved to Florida. It's hot. We got a few girls. Jen's down in Georgia, too. I don't know. I like New York. I like seeing all the colors. Okay, so what we're going to do with this one is we are going to just do the sides with this really pretty greenery. So I'm going to place it right in the middle, and I'm going to place it kind of on the edge, because if I do use it for a placemat, you guys, so I'm going to be, I actually just changed my mind and turned it from a placemat into the thing that goes underneath there tiered tray. I think it'll look great either way. But if I do use it as a placemat, I'll have enough room for like my place setting. And that's what I like about this. I don't know if I want one and done it or if I want to. I think I'm going to grab a couple different colors. I don't have a brown, but I'm going to do it in green. And then I'm going to put the words in the middle, I think. So let's go ahead. I have, looks like a shimmer spruce. It is shimmer spruce, which is just like a green with some glitter in it. Again, I am using paste on it. It just makes it quick and easy. And I don't plan on washing it a lot. Feel free to go ahead and just use ink. This would look great in black ink. I know when I first started, I definitely accumulated paste a lot faster than I did ink, which is okay because paste works too, guys. It is washable, and it washes off like non-porous surfaces. But if you put it on fabric and you're really not washing it every day like a t-shirt, then you should be all right. Might fade a little. I think it'll hold on to this burlap though. So I need to come down all through and get all of the edges. This is a very intricate design because it has a lot of floral on it. So you really want to make sure that you bring that squeegee all the way down and you press kind of through the transfer and get that paste to settle through that silk screen. Get all of your edges, just drag that paste along. If you have excess paste, I just scoop it right up and I put it right in there. I am all about saving money. These paste jars are 4 ounces and they're really affordable. They last a very, very long time. But I save. I like to have more colors, so I don't like to go through the colors as much. Oh, and that looks awesome. Woo! Okay, so we're gonna set this aside for just a minute. I need to put my ink mat over on the other side now without folding my design. And I'm going to do the same thing. I want to kind of get it center. I'm not worried about my ink mat being straight. Since it's not going to cover the entire ink mat, it's okay if it's a little crooked. You're more concerned with getting the transfer on correctly and making sure that the fabric is just smooth. If there's any ruffles or crimps or anything in the fabric, then the paste or ink could slip right underneath and it would bleed. Okay, so that's a big thing about using the ink mat. The ink mat is sticky, so it really holds the fabrics down. If you're planning on doing a lot of t-shirts or aprons or tea towels, anything like that, I do highly recommend purchasing the ink mat. Okay, so now we are going to flip sides. So I still have the paste on this side, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this one up. It's nice. This one has been folded and on my shelf for a while, so it kind of already has the crease marks, the fold marks in it. If you want to line it up, a little sewer's tip, is to fold it in half and then just iron it real quick. So that way when you go to line it up, you can be like, okay, there's the line, and just match up your transfer that way. Works with t-shirts too. And then you just iron it out. When you go to heat set it, it'll come right out. This is looking so good. I'm so excited about this one. Okay. Sometimes the shimmer paste is a little harder to, I love it because it always stays moist. But sometimes the shimmer paste is harder to move around the transfers. You really kind of got to be slower with it. And don't be afraid to use a lot and then just drag it back down through. When you get done with your design, you want to be able to see the transfer all the way through it. Okay, so I'll show you that in just a second. It's our new sound here. Boink, boink, boink. Okay, good guys. And then again, I just rub it right off into the paste. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of off camera. Okay, and there we have it. So this is what it looks like so far. Now I'm not going to do anything at all with it, right? Because we're doing 3.5 projects tonight. If I feel as though I got paste on the back of the transfer, I'm going to wash and dry it in between. I think we're pretty good though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up that middle, which is that sentiment. I'm just going to do the sentiment, okay? I'm not pushing down on the transfer that we just have put paste on, just the middle. And I didn't get my black out because I'm using mainly black surfaces, but we are going to use, I'm going to use shimmer copper. I bought a couple of shimmers. There's shimmer gold, shimmer copper, and they all have different, like one's an orange and one's a pink, but they're all kind of similar. They're very, very pretty colors. Okay. So I did tell you that I would, when I'm creating, especially if I'm creating like more than one project, I'll just put the top in the squeegee right like that and leave it out. As long as I'm sitting here creating, it'll be okay. Before I lift this, I want you to see, I don't know if you guys can see that. You can read the transfer. So my paste was first applied thick, but then I kind of squeegeed it all off. So that way I could see the transfer. Then I'm just going to pull it. I have a water bath over here. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so newbie tip. I get kind of brave with my crafts. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I do. I usually end up with paint all over my face. Before you remove it from the ink mat, take your heat tool or a blow dryer and just blow dry it real quick and let that dry. It takes like 1 or 2 minutes. But that way you're not worried about folding it as it comes off the ink mat. You saw me kind of do my woo with it. You can do that too. That's okay. Puts the fun in crafting, right? So there's that. Nice and cute, right? We're just going to lay it up there to dry. Because when I create, I'm just going to keep going. So the next thing that I'm going to do with that is we're going to make a little tag right here. And I have some really cute twine. And I just have this, it's actually a tea towel. We're going to use it as a napkin though. I don't know how I did it before. Need to get my mama back up here. She needs to show me how to fold these napkins. Okay, hey, I see you guys popping in. Okay, so if you want to change the design, hang on, let me do 2 things at once here. Hang on. Angelina, I am entering you into our door prize. Good evening. How are you tonight? We are giving away just a fun little thing from our treat box. So anyone who pops on tonight gets entered, and then at the end I'll pick a winner. This is for our Club Couture. So tonight's all about Club Couture. And my mom just asked if she wants to wash this, can she just wash it off? Since we put it on fabric, I would say that you can wash it. I wouldn't wash it like every day because it might fade the paste. I think that after it sets into the fabric, you'll be okay. If you are concerned with washing it and you want to do the same thing, just use ink because the ink permanently sets into the fabric once you heat set it with an iron. And that makes it permanent. I think we'll be all right. This is just a little Thanksgiving thing that I made. So I went ahead and used the paste. I had it out tonight. I'm going to try to wash it. I'll keep you updated on how it goes. It might fade a little, but I think we'll be okay. Again, if there's any doubts whatsoever, it is fabric. Feel free to use ink. Okay? Hello, Joe. I see you popping on. Hello. How are things tonight? I'm going to enter you into our door prize. Let me show you guys that. So we just started. Here's my door prize. So somebody's going to get one of those tonight. In a little bucket. Look at my little Chalk Couture bucket. Super cute, right? So we just started. We are folding napkins. And the way that I'm going to do this is I'm just going to twist it. I know some of y'all out there are like, girl, nope, we're not. That's not the way we're doing it. That's the way I'm going to do it tonight, though. So I'm tying it, twisting it, doing whatever you want with the napkin. But then this is the cool part, right? Everyone who comes to my house doesn't expect a napkin folded properly, but they want a little cute tag. Let me wash or transfer, and then we will reuse it. Did I put my board eraser in here somewhere? So I just have, this is like my painter's bucket. I almost switched out into a new bucket tonight, but I love this bucket. It's got all sorts of different colors of paste on the inside. But I just picked it up. It was like $3 at the Target dollar spot or Walmart or something. And I just put a little bit of warm water in there. And I have a little board eraser. And I just put my transfer right in there. And I wipe it right down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to dry it off on our fuzz towel. So the fuzz mat is spectacular because part of it is terry cloth and part of it is like a microfiber fuzzing. So it not only fuzzes your transfer and makes it less sticky so that your paste doesn't dry and peel up when you go to remove your transfer, but it also helps to dry. I love that. I love how it's sticky, like still wet, but sticks to the fuzz mat. Okay, so we are just washing and drying that. Now, normally I would keep this, I create in my own studio. So I would keep this, I have like one of the paper shelves, and I would just put this sticky side up in the paper shelf, and then I would come back over here and keep creating. And then when I'm all done, I would put the sticky side of the transfer back onto the shiny side of the backer sheet. As you can see, it's already ready to go. It's like, put me on, I'm sticky. These transfers get 12 uses, so they are very, very sticky. Now I'm thinking I can put this on this way, right? We're back to decorating now. We are back to decorating our napkin for our tablecloth. And again, looks spectacular on there. And I'm just going to use a white. Keep it simple on this one. So I have some bright white. Another tip is I just keep a Tupperware dish full of squeegees. If you are just joining us, I did show that I do this. And I just put my squeegee right on the matching colored top. So if I want to come back to that color, I can just come right back to it. It's so fun to just create more than one. It really is. It's easy, right? You can sit down for a half hour and get like all your Christmas presents done. And there we go with that. Now, if you just did a small piece and you don't want to mess around with putting this into the water bath, we can take our fine mist sprayer. This is great for like if you're crafting at like a crop or something. You take your fine mist sprayer and your board eraser and you do the same exact thing, guys. Okay, if you're doing it this way, make sure to peel it up and get the back too, because the back's gonna kind of really need it. And then I just take another fuzz mat, or tonight I'm using my Sweet Berry Days of Summer dish towel. And I just dry it off. You want to make sure you're drying it off. You don't want to leave water droplets on your transfer because then it will affect the adhesive. But as long as you're drying it off, and again, if you're worried about it, just leave it sticky side up for a couple minutes and let it air dry. Okay, so I'm gonna, this is where I get a little crazy with my crafting and I end up with my fingers in something. So, my cord was wrapped around my, as I said that, my cord was wrapped around my water bath table. Okay, so I'm just gonna try this and then I'm gonna add some twine to it. I don't want to take my chances tonight and add twine without drying it because I'll mess it up. While we are waiting for this, we are cleaning the transfer, and then I have this cute little thing. I was going to put something on it, like a little acorn on it. You can use our chalk pens. This is our accessory tray kit piece, and you can use a little chalk pen and write somebody's name on it, and then just add that right up there too. Super cute, right? Super simple, super cute. I was also thinking, my handy dandy napkin over here, these are just tea towels from the Dollar Tree and I got 6 of them. They're way lighter fabric than the burlap, okay, but they work, and they're extra big, so if you're crafty with a sewing machine, you can even fold them in half and make them thick, but then you can get a bunch of them if you guys are in the market for them. And okay, so we got our tag done. This tag's going to go right on our napkin. You guys are probably all fancy with little fancy fabric napkins, huh? Let me know if you have fabric napkins out there. I think now that we're talking about it, I need to invest in some fabric napkins. Right? Okay, so this goes like this. Can you guys still see this up here, kind of? Oh, it's upside down now. So we have this set up with our fancy napkin on it, with our plate and whatever. And then you have the cute with the name tag. Okay? But that's not all, guys. That was really only one project. So let me go ahead and show you a, what? Look at me folding that. I did not heat set it, and I'm already folding it in half. Yes, Rose, there we go. See? I knew somebody out there. Oh, Jen, I don't think I added you. Hello, Jen. Oh, Lord Joe, how does it feel to be back in rehearsal? Let's go with, I'm not used to seeing your new last name, Jen. Not yet. And Rose says Norwex napkins. So if you guys are really eco-friendly, you should have fabric napkins now that we're chatting about them, right? Okay, so let me make sure I have everyone in there. Remember, if you are just joining us, I've been kind of over here in my craft world. If you are joining us, say hello, say hey, drop an emoji, put a little period and enter, but do something so I see your name come up. Everyone's name that I see come up, I will add you to the bucket. If I have not addressed you, then I don't know you're here, so say hello. Say, hey, Jen, yo, check me out. I'm here. Add me to the bucket. Yeah, I bet it feels good. Damien actually joined. LJ is a theater family, so we chat a lot about theater. But Damien just joined his theater, so he's in 6th grade, so he gets like the long-term option of it now instead of just one show. But he's on tech crew, and he is so excited. He gets to like be backstage and making the props. I was like, oh, that's like what LJ does. She really loved doing that. Yep, so we have, here, let me make a note. We have a chalk pen. I need an assistant. Hey, assistant, can you link us to the chalk pens? Yeah, right? Dreams. There we go. That's going on my vision board, guys. We have Chalk Couture chalk pens. I believe they are black and gold. LJ, if you can help me out here. LJ used them and she loved them. I have not yet to use them, but they're just pens that are made of chalk, and you can write on our surfaces, like on any surface, really. But they come in a set of 2, and I will send you the link to those so you can check them out. Angelina. Girl, I think I said hello, but I don't. Oh, I did write you. I was going to say, I remember saying hello to you. You are in there. Thank you. Yes, see, LJ's like, I love them. I remember when she got them, she like sent me a message and she was like, oh, I used them and I loved them and they were great. She was using them last Halloween and Christmas for her little projects. Yeah, see, Angelina too, because you guys get really crafty and detailed in there. All right, so now I'm chatting and not creating. Let's get back to this. I'm going to write down your name and I will hook you up with that link afterwards. Let me put this right on my computer. Okay, so I'm real quick going to show you guys how to wash your surfaces. I kind of showed this in a video this week, but I'll show you here too now that I'm live. Uh-oh. What happened? I think it sucked up. This has a little plastic bag in it, and I think the hose just sucked up the bag. Okay, so back to my handy dandy board eraser. So just a tip, I pick up board erasers. Usually I try to pick them up like with every order, if not like every other order. They're just so nice and easy to use. And I've used Mr. Clean Magic erasers. Trust me, guys, I do the Dollar Tree. I love it. I've used Mr. Clean Magic erasers, and they don't clean as well. And our board erasers are like $2 or $3. And they really just, nothing compares to them. So I try to pick them up. Clearly this one's a little older. I haven't picked it up in a while. But I try to pick them up quite frequently, along with squeegees, because you always kind of need squeegees, and they're only like $1. So I just throw them in to the order. I'm going to get our board eraser out. This, I think, was from June. This was another Club Couture transfer that we did. It was a while back, though. So I'm just going to take our board eraser. I sprayed it with some water. I'm using our magnetic 8-in frame tonight. I'm like surrounded by towels. I love them. I use them all the time. Okay. We are just going to clean off this 8-in board. This is one of my favorite boards. I got it when I signed up to become a designer. It's magnetic and so much fun to play around with. From like countdowns during the holidays to like wreaths to really anything, like our simple shapes. This one actually had our simple shapes on it, which is just a little wooden circle. So I did a background, and then I put the sentiment on the little wooden circle, and I like tacked it on. I've added our rainbow accessories. In the spring we had really cute rainbows come out. So it's just a really fun board to add dimension. It could even be used with our chalk pens as like a memo board, or like an everyday, it's a statement piece. It comes in 2 different sizes, and it's gorgeous. So we are going to I'm just going to do this transfer. It's called One and Done. I should have probably even started with this one, but you guys are good. You guys are good. So I'm going to put this down. I love working with the matching size surfaces. So like a B size transfer with a B size surface. It just really makes it easy to line it up and to, everything's wet right now. Hang on a second, guys. My board is wet and my transfer is like, nope, not sticking to that. I need to scroll down. You guys are doing great tonight with the comments. You guys are going to have to let me know. Have you checked out the new seasonal catalog? We just released our brand new 2022 seasonal catalog with all of your favorite holiday designs. I know that we are working on kind of Thanksgiving tonight, but we are doing Halloween this month. But it is kind of time to start thinking about Christmas. And we have so many great ideas for presents and just general home decor. So if you need the link to that catalog, it's an interactive catalog. So cool. Even if you're not shopping right now, you should go check out the catalog. Because, I don't know, I'm in love with the interactive catalog. But if you need that link, just let me know. And I will send that along, and you can do some shopping. We are using bright white on this. I was thinking about changing up the colors. But I like the fact that the frame is white. So I'm just going to keep it simple and go with white. Means 2 things. I'm actually going to change out my squeegee. I normally, like 99.9% of the time, work with a mini squeegee. I'm going to pick up a full-size squeegee. This is the difference. I just like these because my hands are smaller. These ones are great for one and done projects. Like if you are a very modern house and you just do white and black, that's completely okay. Or if you like to do like bigger transfers. We have a lot of larger transfers. Maybe you like to put them on pillows or porch signs, things like that. These larger squeegees are perfect for that. It allows you just to cover more space. We are still applying it really moist. And we're making sure the first swipe is just to kind of get all of the corners and nooks and crannies filled in. You don't know how many times in the beginning I went to remove the transfer and like a whole corner would be missing, so the design would look half done. Then the next one, after we've got everything covered, okay, I scrape it on my side. Then I just drag my squeegee right down through, just like I'm buttering toast. I don't want all the extra butter. Just want that melted ooey gooey goodness. Okay? When you do this, make sure that you are not leaving drag marks in it, because if you leave a drag mark through your silk screen, it will show up on your board. Okay, so you want it nice and smooth. And then we are going to pick from the corner. Ooh. Here's how it looks. Very modern, right, guys? What do you guys think? Yes. Yeah, so like mini everything is my favorite. But the mini squeegees, I get them in packs of 12. And like I said, I just squeegees and stir sticks. Sometimes I even cut the mini squeegees down. Excuse me. I do have the tools which offer smaller squeegees, but sometimes it's just easier, you know, and then I just use one per color because I get 12 of them. They're also fun with our minis and to like make kits and stuff out of. Aw, thank you guys. Let me get another drink though. Yeah. So the black frames are really fun to play with. My mentor, Mandy, does a lot of white on black. She lives down in Arizona and her house is very modern. So everything is white on black and it just looks so crisp. But we play around with colors too. Like we have shimmer purples and stuff, and people are like, oh, you know, during the class they'll be like, oh, can I put purple? I really like that dark purple, but I don't want to put it on the black surface. And you can, and it comes out and it really looks good. But I agree that white just, especially with a design where it's intricate like that, the white really lets the design speak for itself. Love it. Okay, so we got to wash this again. Let me know if you guys are creating tonight. If you guys are creating tonight, feel free to share pictures with us. Of course, as always, feel free to share pictures right into the group. I do have post approvals on, but I'm fairly quick to approve those. If you ever have any questions, you can ask them too. We have a really great group of creatives hanging out here. We got guys and girls all over the place. And they're just really fun to connect with, and they're really helpful. So if you ever have any questions, just let us know or let me know. I need to find my other fuzz mat. That's another thing that I like to keep a couple around. So I like to have a couple of fuzz mats on hand. Sometimes I even use drying towels that you would put like under a dishwasher or a dish drainer because they're heavy duty. Like the fuzz mat has some weight to it, so the transfer doesn't pull up. Okay, guys, this transfer is still going strong. Love it. Love it. Let's see. Get it nice and dry. The big thing with using the same transfer over and over and over again is that you really don't want to, every wash you're losing a little bit of the adhesive. So each transfer gets about 8 to 12 uses. I'm gonna heat set this for a second and see what it does. Don't do this until I tell you what it does. I think that it will just help get, because we've washed it like 3 times, right back to back to back, without really allowing it to dry. Yeah, so that kind of gets that water really out of it. Usually, again, you're only going to use it like, usually only once, and then you wash it and put it away. But if you're using it more than once, just make sure that you're drying it really well in between. Because again, you don't want water to sit on your transfer anywhere. And sometimes it feels like you got all the water off, but it's still sitting there. If this transfer is not this sticky, then let it dry a little bit more. Okay, so what are we doing next, guys? Who knows? Right? Who knows? Okay, so we are actually, I do know, we're actually going to do this pillar stand. And I'm actually going to put this up. You guys can't see over here, but I want to just set it up. Get too many projects drying in front of me and they start to overlap. So we'll put that up. This just sits, I don't know if you guys want to see this. It hangs. There's definitely it's a wooden frame. It's a very thick wooden frame, so it definitely hangs. But you can also put it on an easel like this and display it like on a shelf if you want. That's my favorite way to do things. Okay, so now with this one, Shay, you're gonna like this one. Are you still here? Are you still hanging out? I will do the bottom part of this on here, but then I'm gonna flip it around and I'm gonna put another design on the other side. So let's go ahead. I think I can fit the whole, I wasn't sure if I could fit the whole thing. Okay, but I can. It's gonna go off a little bit on the side, but I think it's gonna look good. So, this is just my style, guys. I have this under here, and now initially I was going to do just grateful for this day, but what I'm gonna do is I have, you can see my board kind of ends here. I like the way that it kind of goes off, so I'm going to do this whole thing. Should we do white on black again? Let's try shimmer. Let's try a couple different colors. What do I got going on out here? So I have the shimmer copper. That's what I'm going to do the font in, the sentiment in. Oh, I should do this whole thing in this color and just show you guys. I think I'm going to. Let's do it, because my other option would be green, which would look nice. I think I'm just going to do this, though, because the acorns and everything. We're going to do another one and done. Sometimes just adding 1 or 2 colors to a project's okay. I did have a lot of colors picked out, but I really like the way that this is looking on the blackboard. Since we just did a white, let's see. Let's see what some of these other colors look like on here. All the way down to the bottom. Make sure you're getting the corners. Again, with these intricate designs, you really want to make sure you're covering the whole thing. Okay, I think we're looking good. I'm in love with the shimmer. I hope this looks good when we reveal it. I think it does. Okay, so that's going in there. What do you guys think? Very, very fall, right? Oh, oh my goodness, I am busy. Can I move? Yes. Oh my goodness, I need a beeper on my computer or something that like notifies me. I am sorry, guys. I got really into that one. Look at the shimmer though. Look at the shimmer. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have more though. I will show you the other side, but this time I'll move my stand so you can see me. I have my transfer over here in the water. I'm going to let that sit until I'm off camera. And then I'm going to dry this one so we can flip it. I know, I get in the flow. I need something to like, and my phone's all off and everything, so I don't get notified unless I look up. Let's do this. I have some of this too. I was going to put this around the napkin. I thought it went really nice with this design. I just got it off Amazon. It's like a leaf ribbon. Yeah, so this one was shimmer copper. I went off on a stint earlier in the video because we have shimmer rose gold, shimmer copper. Oh my goodness, I have so many shimmers. I have a shimmer peach, a shimmer purple, shimmer plum, I think is the name of that one. The new shimmer moonlight, guys, if you are a fan of purple or blue, the new shimmer moonlight, is exactly that. It's a shimmery purple blue. Give me a second. Let me finish this and I'll show that off. You can probably, I don't know if it would show up on the blue and the black. Let me go grab that though. Give me 1 second. It's right here. So this is Shimmer Moonlight. And this is, if you guys want a sample of this, let me know. Because it is a shimmery dark blue purple. And it's absolutely stunning. Yeah, it's It is. It's a fan favorite. I have a lot of people are really big fans of the blues and of the purples. And we have a shimmer plum and a shimmer blue. But this one just kind of, it picks up both of them depending on the angle that you look at. Which is really exciting because like the color of the paste that we're now getting to are becoming really exciting, where we're starting to mix and match a little bit and adding them to our baselines. So that's really exciting. I think this is dry now. So you just got to chat a little bit. Almost. Let me get on top a little bit more. This is, I'm going to flip this around since this is fall. You could easily put any A-size transfer on the back of it. Or smaller, if you wanted to go smaller, or mix and match like a minis with like a background design or anything like that. But I'm going to put this one onto the back of it. Because we are all about football. That is our fall sport. We actually only play one fall sport, and it's football. So my boys are loving it. Okay, so we are good there. We're going to flip this around. And now I'm going to do this one. And we'll do this one. I got a little bit of yellow that I want to add in here and kind of brighten it up a little. Yeah. See, I called you out on that. I was wondering if you were still hanging out. We got a lot of, got a few football fans in here. It's like creative little football gals you guys are. Okay, so I'm going to use, and actually, I don't think that's going to show up, but I'm going to use a yellow and orange. Orange peel I think is new. I can't remember if it's new in paste or new in ink, but it's a really fun color to use this fall. And then I think maybe a white. And let me get my big squeegee out of here. Okay, so white, orange peel, and bumblebee. How are we going to do this? Let's do the white in the smallest, which says falling leaves. You guys see? Okay. Oh, that was two for white. Whatever. Let's get a little... I'm going to do football plays in orange, but I think I'm going to get a little crazy with the leaf up here. We're going to mix and match a little bit. You never know where I'm going to go. I come on live and you don't ever know where we're going to end up, guys. Okay, so let's see. We got that. That looks cool. I love the orange peel. And I am going to just kind of dab the corner of the squeegee in up here. I don't know how this is going to work, but let's do it. Let's do it. When in doubt, the great thing about chalk is that you can do it, and then if you don't like it, you just wash it off and nobody needs to know, except for everyone watching, but that's okay. We make it work here. Oh, I told you guys, we make it work. It looks good. Looks good. Let me get it's kind of a really yellow leaf. Might need to add a little green on it. You can get yellow leaves, right? Let's add a little bit of green in it. Well, I don't know if that did it. Let's see. So it was looking good, and now if it doesn't look good, we're going to blame it on green. All right, but here we go. Just peel it right off. Oh, see, that turned out. See, we would have just washed it off anyway, guys. Okay, so this is fun. This is a really fun surface because what happens here is that this, be careful because it's still wet. Remember how I told you I was brave? There's two little screws. There's one on the bottom, and this is called our pillar stand, and there's one on the top. And it just screws right in. It's nice and tight. And then voila! How stinking cute. Look, on Sundays, and we're grateful on Sundays too, but you know, yay, right? So super fun. So let me set these back up, I suppose. Here, this one is the club. And then we did this one, right? We just did one and done. They were all super simple tonight, guys. And then we did this one, the little face mat, with the tag, with the napkin ring. Okay? So let me go ahead and clean up just a little bit, and I will draw winners. If you have not said hello tonight, this is your final call to say hello, because I am tidying up and we are drawing. I keep my pastes on like a little wall shelf. Got that question the other day. I just found like a hanging thing. I think it used to be a key holder, but it's got some shelves on it. And that's what I store my pastes in. With the weather cooling down, at least for us New Yorkers, you want to make sure that your pastes aren't going to get cold. Just like in the summertime, you didn't want them getting super hot. In the wintertime, we don't want to get them cold. Okay? So what I used to do was, I now keep them in my art studio. They're up on the wall. But what I used to do was I used to carry a caboodle. Oh yeah, straight from the 80s. It had a really cool print on it too. But it was just the big case and it had a zipper on it, and I would store all my pastes and accessories right in there. And then that way I could go craft at the dining room table, or I could go and create wherever, you know, or I could pull one project out and work on it. But it made it really portable and really easy. So if you ever are wondering about that, I don't know what just brought that up. But if you're ever wondering about that, I do know that some people ask a lot about my storage. So maybe I'll do some quick demo videos on it. Okay, so now we're going to draw. Yeah, so this is my favorite. It used to be it's actually like a night of my favorite surfaces. I used to really love the pillar stand. And then I painted it, and now it kind of sits in my back corner, so I need to get a new one of those. But I was saying earlier, this is just so modern, and it really works for so many different things. And I've even seen it spray painted. Like a lot of times for Christmas, they'll spray paint it red and put some Christmas designs on it. Or make it look antique-y. If you have like a country kitchen, you can paint it red. I like the black design. But it's super simple, washable, reusable, double-sided, and it's a lot of fun to play with. That is the pillar stand is what it's called. Okay. Yeah. So I actually took the clean and dirty off it to put this one on it. I had a transfer and it said clean dishes or dirty dishes. There's actually a lot of really cute kitchen transfers that you could use for this stand. But that was a lot of fun too because it looked really cute in the kitchen. Okay, so I'm going to draw. Woo! Rose, we picked you. So what I'm going to do is I am going to grab something out of my goodie bag and I will send it out to you Monday with the mail. I do my mail once a week to keep myself more organized with the kids. But expect that next week. It should arrive to you really early next week, actually, because you're close to me. But thank you. I really appreciate that, and that's super, super exciting. So let's go ahead and take that out. Thank you, everyone, for coming and hanging out tonight. I really, it was a lot of fun to come back and do a live. It's been a while since I did that, getting the kids back into the routine and things. But it was a lot of fun to hang out, and I hope to see you guys at our next event, which is going to be the haunted houses. And that will be a lot of fun too. So if you need more information on that, let me know. It was great hanging out with all of you guys tonight. I really appreciate that. And I will see you guys later. I'm always here, so feel free to reach out to me whenever. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. And a happy weekend almost, right? Have a good one, guys. We'll talk to you later.